Et salut à tous, c'est Euro 289. Et aujourd'hui on se retrouve sur une nouvelle vidéo de Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Et j'espère que le son est bon cette fois-ci. Oui, j'ai un nouveau micro et c'est bon, j'ai tout. Là ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas joué, donc voilà. Et pour fêter ça, Coca. Coca dans une vidéo, voilà. Moi j'ai aucun respect. Aucun placement de produit dans cette vidéo. Ne t'inquiétez pas, je gagne pas d'argent. Bref. Bon, j'espère que ça va bien passer, hein. Bah, y a pas de raison que ça se passe mal, hein. Et on va commencer donc aujourd'hui le chapitre 4 de Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Et pourquoi je suis en 15? Tiens, c'est bizarre. J'ai des pertes de FPS de plus en plus, c'est horrible. Bref, ce n'est pas grave. Donc, on peut toujours la sauvegarde rapide, c'est vrai. Comment s'appelle la mission? S'il te plaît, reviens, petit titre. Infiltration de la base des missiles US. Bref, le Peace Walker doit être stoppé avant qu'il ne puisse lancer ses missiles. Infiltre la base des missiles US sur la côte sud-est de Lago Cosibol K et rejoint la tour de télécommunication. Bon, je vais essayer de me mettre assez proche.
Snake, Peace Walker has crossed the border and entered a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of Lago Cosibolca. Coleman's targeting the MSF plant. That's us. Don't let it launch that nuke. Destroy Peace Walker.
Ah oui, il voulait faire des tests et tirer sur MSF, hein, notre base quoi. Merde, c'est vrai, j'avais complètement oublié qu'il voulait faire ça, Coleman. Et pas Goldman, comme j'avais dit la dernière fois, je crois. Bref, voilà. Donc, si tout se passe bien, bah, j'espère que le son sera bien. Il m'a l'air bien pour l'instant. J'ai eu quelques petits bugs, mais bon. On va peut-être changer les armes, hein. Ouais, mais j'essaie de tuer personne, donc voilà. Apprendre ça. Dossier d'instruction. Amanda Rio San Juan. Mais avant ça... Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas tourné.
The river that flows between Nicaragua and Costa Rica is el Rio San Juan. It connects Lago Cocibolca to el Mar Caribe. It is a gentle river, safe even for small boats. You have to watch out for the sharks, though.
Sharks? In a river?
El Tiburon Toro live in the river, but there's nothing to fear. San Juan will protect you always.
Juan?
The Rio San Juan takes its name from San Juan, the man who baptized Jesus, the man you call John the Baptist in your country.
John, huh? I'll be careful anyway. I'd hate to drown. End up a John Doe.
Des requins? T'es sérieuse, Amanda? Des requins? Et c'est quoi l'île de l'omelette?
There is a volcanic island in Lago Cocibolca called Ometepe. It's formed from two connected volcanoes shaped like a porongo.
The one with smoke coming out of it.
That's the one. The smoking volcano is Concepcion. It erupts once in a while. The other one is Maderas. It's never erupted in recorded history. There's a lake in the caldera at the top.
A crater lake. Let's hope there's not another underground factory inside.
Don't say that. If Peace Walker's nukes detonated there, it would destabilize the magma underneath. It could cause the volcano to erupt again. If that happens, my country is doomed. Snake, you must stop Peace Walker.
Ah ouais, en plus du fait déjà que le Peace Walker peut détruire, enfin doit détruire MSF, eh ben, il peut aussi détruire le Costa Rica si les bombes explosent parce qu'ils sont dans le volcan. J'espère qu'ils n'ont pas installé la base dans le volcan, franchement. Et ouais, dégâts d'un missile nucléaire. Oula.
What are we gonna do, Snake? If Peace Walker attacks Mother Base...
Relax. We've got the entire MSF out to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but Peace Walker's missiles have 1 megaton warheads. The fireball alone would be a mile in diameter. Everything in the vicinity of Ground Zero will be vaporized by the heat rays. Then there's the blast, which travels at hundreds of miles per hour. And the fires, and the...
A huge dose of radiation from the initial nuclear reaction.
That too. There won't be a single survivor.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Look, Doc, you made that thing. You know better than anybody what it's capable of. Right now, you've got to give me a rational, scientific estimate of the damage. If we're talking about a nuclear explosion, it's more than just MSF's problem.
You're right, Snake. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, Mother Base would be wiped out. Any ships in the area could be caught in the blast too. We'd need to send out a warning. The thing to worry about most is the fallout.
The dust of death.
If it goes off over water, the particles will be smaller than with an explosion over land, so the wind will scatter the fallout over a wider area. Clouds will form around the salt crystals in the seawater, causing contaminated rain to fall downwind.
Yeah, got a taste of that myself.
On Bikini Atoll? That's right. The 1954 Castle Bravo test created fallout 300 miles downwind. Poisoned a lot of local residents and ships, so I hear. The yield of Peace Walker's warheads isn't that big, but the amount of fallout will largely depend on weather conditions. It's impossible to make a quick and easy estimate.
If it gets into the trade winds, it could come straight to Costa Rica.
What was it Coldman was saying? About leaving people free to help out? He's out of his mind. What does he think's gonna happen? When they get hit by rain containing high concentrations of fallout, a lot of them will die from the external exposure alone. The rain will seep into the ground, contaminating the water supply and crops. When they ingest the stuff, the internal exposure starts. Strontium-90 and cesium-137 have half-lives of around 30 years. The effects stay with you your entire life. Leukemia, cataracts, dermatitis, cancer. And it affects reproduction, too.
I know.
Even today, 30 years after World War II, thousands of people still suffer from exposure to the bomb. We can't let Coldman create more of them just to prove his point. I know it sounds crazy, but I created Peace Walkers so that that kind of thing would never happen again.
Don't worry, Doc. We'll stop it. One way or another.
Putain, on comprend mieux l'impact de Fallout, hein. Fallout 4, je comprends mieux ce jeu maintenant d'un coup. Bref, voilà. Ouais, c'est violent, les retombées radioactives, les Fallout. Et donc, ouais, ça pourrait faire une catastrophe sans précédent, quoi. C'est bon. Allez, on commence le chapitre 4 avec mon Newer 700, NW700 si vous voulez savoir hein, ce que c'est comme micro. Et on commence le chapitre 4 tout de suite.
Take the gondola west along the river. When you reach the northern bank, you are in Nicaragua. I've arranged for a guide to get you close. Snake!
Chico.
Sorry about the horse. He sure was pretty.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time.
Boss.
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. Kill me. Kill me now. There's only room for one boss. And one snake.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove their innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way that the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. The tainted disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. That was her final mission. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Something's not right. Key card doesn't look too bad.
What do you think?
Gonna need some help. This is Snake. Can you hear me?
This is Miller. Loud and clear.
Got in without a hitch.
Good. There's an airfield on the other side of the building, on the northwestern shore of the lake. That's where they'll conduct the launch. There's a communications tower in front of you. I'm betting they'll control Peace Walker from there.
Cuz they're targeting Mother Base. Don't you think you should evacuate?
Nah. Everybody here believes in you, boss.
Alright, fine then. I've kind of gotten attached to the place myself. What about Amanda and her people?
They've been taken to safety. We can't involve them in this any further.
Good. They've got their own cause to fight for.
And Snake. Don't forget the bad guys have got Paz.
I won't.
We're prepping a few backup units. Don't let them launch, Snake. We're counting on you.
Ce drama, ce drama, ce drama. Oh putain. Ah, c'est cinématique du drama. Oh, le drama. Oh. C'était vraiment dramatique, hein. Oh là là. Et on tombe à 10 FPS. Allez, c'est parti. Pour la musique. Donc... Yes. On s'en fout, j'ai réussi l'objectif. Un petit coup de coca. Uskushi. Oui, je m'appelle Vega. Petite référence qui fait plaisir. Oh putain, c'est chaud quand même. Oh putain. Je crois que j'ai loupé un prisonnier. Voilà. Merde. Ah.
Snake!
Can you hear me?
See, I can hear you.
Where are you?
I am not sure. I don't recognize it.
What about Coldman?
He just left for the control tower. Said something about entering the final data. What is the matter?
They found me.
Snake!
Guys,
Snake, you okay? All MSFs ready to move out. They're headed your way on the double.
are you serious?
There's a skeleton crew manning the base. Everyone else is en route to the base in Nicaragua. Snake, think you can make it to that control tower?
Not sure why, but this place is crawling with Russian troops. Gonna have to force my way through.
What the hell's going on?
Damned if I know.
Get over there quick as you can. You're almost there, Snake. Stay steady.
Snake,
I'm coming, Baz.
do not worry about me. I am an angel of peace. I will be watching over you.
Here goes nothing.
Ah putain, le drama, le drama, le drama. Le drama. Le drama, le drama. Gros drama dans cet épisode. Vous l'avez peut-être pas ressenti autant que moi, mais gros drama. Gros drama. Gros drama. Et avec un nouveau micro en plus. Et du coca. Marqueur de... pas mal. J'ai reçu un moustachu. Bon, et ben voilà. Metal Gear, ça sert à rien d'aller le voir. Ah, tournage un peu stressant de peur que bien sûr ça marche pas. Mais c'est fait. Et moi je vais continuer ma session. Donc, sur ce je vous dis salut à tous, c'était Neuroson, j'espère qu'on se revoit prochainement pour une nouvelle vidéo. Et je vous dis salut à tous.